I sure do love you, Beanie. I sure do. You know what, Beanie? I sure do love you, honey. I sure do. I sure do. I sure do, Beanie. I sure the heck do. I sure love you. He keeps threatening this 3 days of darkness. Saying Putin frickin' resigned and shit. What? I'm so tired of shit like that.
Pleasure to be back joining you today.
Talk about fake fucking
I gotta
news.
say that the last interview we did was also really inspiring to me. You know, you make my day because you have such an uplifting point of view. You know, we spend so much time dwelling in a lot of doom and gloom and things going wrong in society. It's really important to come up for air every once in a while and realize we're not all going to die. Actually, we're going to make it through this. I'm very familiar with the idea of the law of attraction. And so I understand where people are coming from when they say that if you focus on anything negative, that you create that reality. I would counter that with a dose of reality. Let's talk about Tibetan monks
I don't want to get a copyright claim.
who are in their
So the day before it opened last week, the evening before, I was allowed to walk around it, no one else there. And what I saw there was honestly pretty mind-blowing. This is Elon Musk's famous machine that builds the machine. In his view, the secret to a sustainable future is not just making an electric car, it's making a system that churns out huge numbers of electric cars with a margin so that they can fund further growth. When I was there, none of us knew whether Elon would actually be able to.
I wonder what the safest place, where's the safest place to stay in Spokane?
And I just want to show you.
I wonder where the safest place to stay in Spokane is. I mean, like, what's weird to me is that, like, okay, you don't have to tell me that you're behind the scenes. You don't have to tell me if you're behind the scenes, you know what I mean? You don't have to tell me if you're helping me or, hey, we're here, but we don't trust you, so we don't want you to know, or, you know. But I mean, at least...
Last time you came to Dad, I asked you full self-driving.
And live video, you stupid thing.
This very year, I am confident
like this.
that we will have a car going from LA
okay,
to
so
New
like,
York, without any intervention.
Yeah, let me say this again.
I don't want to blow your mind.
Because I'm going on other platforms. But the thing about it is it's kind of like, we have to turn Elon Musk off right now. It's just kind of like, okay, so, you know, nobody thinks they're obligated to help me. Oh, I know what the problem is. I know what the fucking problem is. This is a fucking problem right here. Damn like that. I mean, I understand nobody feels like they are obligated to help me and nobody owes me anything and this and that. I mean, I don't know how you could really say that nobody owes me anything, but anyway, technically they do. Okay. Anyway, all right. But like, you know, like not even like advice or like, you know, I mean, some fucking half of a sentence that's supposed to be a hint from some community member on an idea. I mean, like, why wouldn't somebody at least be like, okay, listen, this is what you need to do. Like, you need to fucking get on a flight, go to this place, like, or even like the safest place to stay in Spokane, or, you know, just like not even one word of sound advice, you know? Like, okay, so fine. You know, you're not going to fight crime and fucking, you know, reprimand somebody for killing innocent people. Okay, fine. You know, I don't know what you're doing with your fucking money, but okay. At least, the least you could fucking do for victims is at least, you know, I mean, people don't know what the fuck. And so then innocent people get killed. And it's always the smart people. It's the smart people with small families that had money, that knew how to make money, you know, that actually have fucking an IQ worth of fuck and a brain and whatever, and ethics that, you know, are trying to contribute to society. I just, you know, I mean, it would be one thing if this was genocide on the bad people of the world, but this is genocide on the people that the planet needs. And so at that point, there's an obligation, plain and simple. In fact, there's an obligation if you're being paid to do these things for the world, you know. And I mean, I'm not saying you're not, but I see you doing this for people in a situation way fucking nothing compared to, you know, mine. And I'm not sure where the fucking idea comes that I deserve this or I don't deserve something that somebody else does. Because if you want to fucking write me off as anything, motherfucker, I'm sorry, you don't have the right to, because I might even be more educated and experienced and more high level skilled than you. So just really be quiet. I mean, I'm not just a fucking retard, and I am not trying to fucking ruin the world like everybody else. So, the argument here, I don't give a fuck. If you decided somehow that I'm worthless in some way, you can suck a dick, motherfucker. And addiction should never be like a reason for shit. Any period, because every single human being has an addiction in the world. And just because you decided that yours is okay and somebody else's isn't, doesn't mean that's really true. So just, if somebody's a good person, that's enough right there. Period. There's no excusing any other answer than that, in my opinion, period. So, I mean, because, I'm like, I feel like I need to stand up and I need to stand my ground. I feel like I need to stand up for myself. I feel like, and I feel like I want to fight this fucking war like this right now, because I'm not just going to back down. And that's the problem. Everybody fucking backs down all the time. And if you don't, it's a threat to your life. I mean, if you don't, it's a threat to your life. Well, you know what? Too many of us let people like this just push us around. And it's not okay. So I'm reluctant to, I understand, I have an obligation to myself to figure something out. Well, you know what? I'm in a situation where am I, what the fuck, I can trust somebody, but at least, point me in the fucking right direction, but that's not what's trying to be done. See? And you cannot tell me that most of you have a higher IQ than me and most of you have better intent than me, because that's just not the case. I mean, I am not a piece of shit. I am so fucking worth a lot and valuable that it is just not even. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to fucking, toot my own horn here, but toot toot. You're not going to tell me that in any way, shape, or form I do not deserve to be backed up, protected, and respected. That's bullshit. I cannot look at the world around me and say that I deserve less than these motherfuckers, period. I mean, and I'm talking most people. So, not an argument that's going to work for me. Where the fuck my stepbrother, Brian Dollum, came up with the idea that I'm a fucking piece of shit, I'll tell you what right now. Compared to that motherfucker, I am a fucking beauty queen, rock star, fucking honorable Marine. Compared to him, I'm a fucking better Marine. Motherfucker. Punk ass bitch. It's like when somebody fucking wearing the goddamn Garth Brooks going to the Oscars fucking cowboy hat, And he's got ripped up jeans with tennis shoes on. And he's trying to, I don't know what he's trying to say, like he's a cowboy or something. Well, okay, first of all, my dad actually wore cowboy boots every single day of his life.